It's so funny because I will do a bunch of TikToks. I kind of got this little routine now where I do a bunch of TikToks and then I'll go in to kind of talk longer, about some of the other stuff. But it's like you have to switch real quick. It's like I don't know, it's like a switching of the hats or something, because the TikToks, you gotta be like boom, 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 boom. You only have like 3 minutes. You gotta get it all out there real quick. And and I don't write down a script or anything. I just, whatever they tell me and show me, I just, talk about it. And, some of the things that have been really clear to me is the language barrier that we're facing right now with people who are awake and people who aren't awake yet. It's huge. And, because words start changing, words start having new meaning when you start pulling free from the system and you start understanding more about the words, the manipulation, and, all of the stuff that has been put in place to keep us dormant, to keep us relying on them. And, for conscious being, it is a part of a soul's journey to have to go through this. And I get people who still comment, about Jesus and stuff like that. And, that's going to be one of the hardest things for people to break free from is religion. Because it's been so, it's been so ingrained into people, into a part of who they are. And it is one of the biggest lies that there is. And so, they take the truth and then they manipulate it. So yeah, there can be truth in there, but there's manipulation that's going on that is far exceeds what the information is. Like, there's good information. I'm not saying that the Bible has no information, because I ask my mom all the time, like, well, what does the Bible say about this? What does the Bible say about that? And, they have information. Some stuff was left in there, but a lot of stuff was taken out. A lot of stuff was used just to create, like if they're going to translate something, then they can, easily translate it the way they want it to and tell us, well, this is what this word means. This is what this word means. This is what this word means. This is what they do. That's what our whole life is built on. They tell us what this is, what that is. Jesus Christ, the only reason we call the sky blue is because they told us that's what it's called. They tell us what the colors are. They tell us all of this stuff. So, this is so much a part of what consciousness has become on this planet. And this freedom from that is, it's not just so you can go, well, I now say green is blue and blue is green or anything like that. I'm not saying, it is just the realization of how much this stuff is manipulated and how much is distorted, so that you can go in and you can start releasing it. For one thing, start releasing things that didn't make sense. There has to be. I grew up the whole time being like, this makes no sense. This makes no sense. This makes no sense. And, I can't be the only one. So all of these things that you thought, this makes no sense. Now it's your time to go in and explore what are the things, because they're not just there talking to you, telling you like, it's this, it's this, it's this. This is your opportunity to free your consciousness and start going out and exploring, trying to understand this world on your level, not on the level that they tell you. Their one size fits all world, that's not, it's designed for beings to come and incarnate and to learn and to experience. And so it has, it's done its part. It's done it, and it's gotten human beings, humanity, mankind, with the way they're changing the words now, they've got to divide human beings from whatever it is they're trying to do now with the molecular structure of people. So, their words, so we got to go with I swear to God, these dogs, every time I'm talking, it's like, oh, I got to compete. I'm going to just viciously go over here and drink water very aggressively. Or I'm going to just stand on guard at the door windows so I can bark. Or I'm going to snore loud. It's like, oh, man. So, anyways, Trixie's thirsty. She just, I already had to stop once so she could finish, so I'm not stopping again. You can just listen to her aggressively drinking the water. She's fighting that water for every drop. So, and that's another thing too, is, I talk all the time about how much we can learn from animals. And, we do need to get into this different idea. Like, they tried to, take the tribe out of us. They did not want us to have that connection, because tribes have more, soul connection. They're connected to each other. They're connected to the planet. They're connected to the moon, the stars, They understand their place on this planet. And they've wanted to take that away, because they don't want that to be your place on this planet. They want your place to be on this planet is to, know your worth is zero. And that you are just, you're a plantation worker for them. They don't care. And the worst thing of all is how that they will just, poison the people, because then they know they've got more coming in all the time. So they poison you so that you hurry up and go, because they only want the strongest to be out there. They don't want to mess too much with us. We're fun, little animals to play with. It kind of reminds me of, I was watching this movie in the, or show or something. I think it was called The Chestnut Man. I didn't finish. I think I only watched like 15 or 20 minutes of it. And I think it's a crime show from like a Dutch crime show or something. And it was the dubbing. It was driving me crazy. I don't like to do the what you call it. It's either the whatever they're called, the words, the translation. No, I don't like to do that either, because I'm sitting there reading the whole movie and just read the book. I'm not watching it. And so, but when I'm watching it, it's a dub. That drives me crazy, because their mouths don't match. What's being said ever. So, anyways, the little chestnut man, he had all of these little figures that he made out of chestnuts and toothpicks, I guess, and feathers and stuff, and made this whole village of these little chestnut people. And and it made me think about that other one where, what is his name? Steve Carell made the one with all of those little, they weren't mice because they weren't alive. Maybe they were taxiderming mice. I don't know. We made a whole little village of all these people and stuff. That's what I feel like that we are to them. We are just their little playthings, their little village, and they don't like it when we fight back or we walk or talk too much. Kind of like the Land of the Giants. I don't know, probably not very many people have seen that show. But when I was growing up, I loved that show. It was so cool. And it was these giants and then these little people, which is very Twilight Zone anyways. But, the little people always just seem like little Barbies. Trixie!